Throughout 50 years since establishment, Thaksin University has been committed to producing quality graduates and research works, as well as taking a major role in various academic service activities. To maximize potential for competing at the national and international levels. To create quality research work and to develop and deliberate new knowledge beneficial to communities and societies in order to become a research university in the future. To support and strengthen the study of arts, cultures and wisdom. Thaksin University was established from the College of Education under the Ministry of Education, which was previously upgraded from the Advanced Teacher Training School in 1954. In order to accommodate the changes in the education system in response to the country's rapid development. Based on a clear understanding of the unique nature of the southern region in terms of its social, cultural, political and scientific aspects in relation to global contexts. Thaksin University has been playing the main part in all facets of development with pride and has been firmly committed towards becoming a part of the south of Thailand. With a strong foundation in producing quality academics for educational institutions at all levels, Thaksin University took on more challenges to establish more faculties and to introduce more subjects to expand its mission to provide academic and professional platforms for future graduates, together with the second campus in Patalung province. Thaksin University essentially focuses on the learner's needs, graduate users' preferences, and research projects and academic services. In line with the community's needs, subjects in humanities and social sciences areas in Songkhla campus. Are known for their contributions in cultural preservation. Patalung campus offers programs related to scientific fields, technology and sports sciences. Its serene and pleasant surroundings make it a perfect environment for learning. Here at Thaksin University, education is provided based on the philosophy, intelligence and ethics guide development. Over the last 5 decades, apart from playing the main role in producing quality graduates, Thaksin University has been dedicated to disseminating innovations to local communities and other regions. This has been one of the main goals of the university, which has been recognized. First prize, Outstanding Documentary under the Creative Media Maker Development Project for the Southern Border Areas of Thailand. National First Prize, KFC Community Hero 2017, Magical Food Waste for Ban Bang Nai Fish Farming Community, Singhatnakorn District, Songkhla Province. First Prize, Documentary Filmmaking, The 10th Sing Sang San, Beloved Tale Noi, and The Water, The Life. Many research projects conducted by researchers at Thaksin University are recognized at the international level. Many of them have made a great impact on the development of various facets of the southern region. Energy production project, biogas for households. Wind energy assessment project in the coastline areas of southern Thailand. Microbial fuel cell project, wastewater treatment system for the rubber processing industry. From shrimp waste to enzyme for biodiesel production project. Catfish breeding and aquaculture for species conservation project. With academic staff who are well qualified, both at the academic and professional levels. Thaksin University has therefore become one of the prominent universities in the region to provide the society with various academic services. We are building a strong learning institution of the international standard within the community on the road to self-reliance in all aspects. Thaksin University helps support the development of knowledge-based society and security through education management. Thaksin University is progressing towards its 6th decade with strong determination to promote academic excellence to respond to the needs of society. Thaksin University is committed to producing quality graduates, developing human resources, and treasuring the cultural values of the region under the government's Thailand 4.0 policy to enhance social development. We are ready to thrive to become one of the universities recognized at the international level for its academic excellence and role in social services. We are ready to effectively develop further the organization management and to unite all the driving forces within the university to become the university with strong organization culture. Thaksin University takes pride in its 50 flourishing years, built with strong determination under the philosophy, intelligence and ethics guide development, and with consistent commitment to being a service-oriented institution.
Okay, thank you for your kind attention. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen from our video presentation of the university is one of the first highest education institute established in southern Thailand. Over 50 years of striving to produce highly qualified graduates with aspiration to serve society under this educational philosophy of intelligence and ethic guide development. So there are two main campus. So we have one campus in Pathalung and one campus in Songkhla province. And we hope one day we would have a chance to welcome all of you in our site here in the next future. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today is such a really big day. It's our great honor. We have the Assistant President for International and Spatial Affairs with us over here too. So please join me to welcome Dr. Tawisak Putsukhi, the Assistant President for International and Spatial Affairs, to deliver a warming remarks and officially opening. So everyone, please welcome.
Good morning, dear colleagues and students from Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. It is of great pleasure to be among all of you in this virtual space of meeting where over 100 of students representing the network of University of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. This meeting is jointly organized as a pilot project under academic collaboration ideas of the three engaged universities, namely the University Syed Kuala in Indonesia, University Malaysia Perlis, Malaysia, and University. Since the end of 2019, the whole world has been shocked with the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. The situation aggravated until national lockdown and international border have been closed and physical displacement of people of all nationalities strictly controlled in order to ensure medical safety in social life. The impact of COVID-19 are big in destruction of national and international economy, as well as destabilizing social life in all aspects, including in schooling activity of national students of all levels, elementary, secondary, and in higher education. The launch of social distancing measurement interrupts on face-to-face learning activity, which are replaced by online learning. And this seems to be key priority and opportunity for us to live in the so-called new normality from now on. How to live this limit living condition perturbed by the COVID-19, how to learn and work successfully even though physical difficulty affecting from the pandemic, how to overcome all material obstacles caused by a pandemic crisis economically and socially, how to prepare our common future effectively in front of the crisis of pandemic not yet ended. All these questions are mostly the ambitions that we all concerned University of UNINET act to promote human development for the region of IMT-GT for the coming future. As the host of the third session of Teen Talk Exchange, we do hope that after the pilot phase to be ended by December this year, such a kind of program is expected to be implemented as one among regular projects of UNINET in the period to come. And on behalf of the host and the direction of Thaksin University, we are thankful to all who have engaged behind the operation of this program. Wishing you all a successful exchange and as well as creating your friendship among all of you. Thank you.
For your meaningful statements, as today is our greatest honor to continue to make strong relationship for the kind collaboration together for further academic issues which would be advantages for us. Okay, so now as I saw from the display, we got more than 139 audiences with us, and for making sure that everyone know each other, okay, I would like to invite our host team to introduce themselves before start the meeting. Okay, so please take your time. Our representative from Thaksin University to introduce yourself.
Good morning already and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hatarat Ngaunor. I'm the student at the Faculty and Political Science.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I introduce myself? My name is Dina Mukem of Education. My major subject is mathematics. It's very nice to meet you all today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nachanan Kasikau. I'm the second year student studying modern trade in the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Muhammad Arif Intarakiri. I'm studying public administration. I'm studying 4 years. Faculty humanities and social science.
Good morning, my name is Thilakan Thomya. I'm the second year student studying modern trade in the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration.
Okay, thank you all our Thaksin University team. So then let me request the head of presenting team from University Malaysia Police. So please say hi and say good morning for everyone and introduce your team.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Speaker Ma'am, participants, audiences, and lecturers. So my name is Aisha. I'm the leader of our team for UNINET. I'm in my first year and I'm studying business. So my second member is...
Hello everyone. Good morning. I'm Tan Jiaxian from UNIMAP studying international business year 1. Okay, thank you.
Good morning to everyone, and Muhammad Azman bin Muhammad Nawfal, UNIMAP as first year student in engineering entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Nasri bin Haidar Ali from UNIMAP. Nice to meet everyone. I'm studying engineering entrepreneurship.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to the audiences. My name is Iman Hakim. I am first year engineering entrepreneurship from University Malaysia Police, and I hope you always keep your safe and healthy. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you all. So next, it's your time. University Sosial Kuala, sorry. Please let's know your team.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is William Sherry from University of Kuala. I'm currently a third year student of mathematics at Mathematics and Science faculty. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mubarak Suwatan. I'm from Economic and Business Faculty. Majority is management, 4 years student.
Anyone? Is all
Good morning. Hello,
okay.
everyone. My name is Naisha Nesma. I'm third year student in the Faculty of Social and Political Science, majoring in Political Science. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Naisha. I'm the fourth year student from Economic and Business Faculty, majority management.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Philbert Mayani, Kenyan citizen studying at Shakwala, taking international management at the Faculty of Economics and Business. Thank you.
Okay, now we see everyone look really energetic and ready to share something, some idea about the related topic that we will talk today. So before we start the forums, let me give a brief of the forum topics and explain our rules and regulations of the presentation sessions. So, ladies and gentlemen, as everyone realized that we have come so far from the era of technologies disruption, people changed their behaviors from the internet breakthrough and telecommunication devices. We see smartphone as our partner, our best friends, and we see the AIs that had been widely used in many industries. And also the cashless society from the financial technologies. And what else? People can sell and buy everything from just only touching their screens. So that's why everyone can be a successful entrepreneur in this era. And just only by online platform. For example, website, social media like Facebook, Line, Instagram, and WhatsApp, or any application, mobile application. So many big things happen beyond our imagination, and life seems to be more easy and faster in the innovation and digital society. So moreover, I think it's more obvious that technology becomes the first priority for people's survival after the pandemic of COVID-19. And everyone has changed, everything has changed, and it's never be the same. It generates both advantages, opportunities, and challenges, which everyone needs the quickest adjustment to survive. So some people, I see they lost their job, while some are getting more money. Some business organization gets failed, while some can gain more profit in this suffering situation. This is what it depends on how they can rotate their ideas from the risk to be the opportunities. So these bring us to hold this forum important issue today in our series 3, which are enhancing student digital entrepreneurship during COVID-19 pandemic, opportunities and challenges. So guys, before we are going to start our forums, I'd like to remind about the regulation and rules. So the presentation will be started from our host, Thaksin University. Okay, you will be the first team, and then we will following by the UNIMAP, and end with the team of Sekolah from Indonesia. So each team will be allocated a maximum time about 20 minutes for the whole presentation. And if you use up the time, you will be asked for conclude the presentation. And after finish the presentation, we'll make times for interim break and question collections. And then the Q&A session will be start. And then we will end this session by concluding remarks. And about the certificate, okay, everyone need to have more attention. It's about your certificate of attending in these online forums. I would like to remind that this online forums is conducted for all of you. So please take it simply and easy. You can join us by asking questions or sharing some idea from the chat box. Okay, we are ready. We have all our staff to collect your question. So the e-certificate, it will be issued to the attendees who participate in the program from the beginning until the end. Okay, from the beginning until the end of the forum. And The audience, you have to fill the feedback form, which we will send you to the link via the chat box, and then the e-certificate will be emailed to you after ending of this program. And I'd like to remind again about the question, okay? Everyone, you are willing, you are welcome to have a question and discuss some idea. You can share your idea or anything. But if you want to ask the question, please specify your name and your university name, and also please specify the university or the person you want to ask, okay, so that we would be more easier to get the answer, okay. That is the rules. So, and now, okay, I think it's time for our first presentation from Thaksin University. I think they are ready to share us the idea. Okay, everyone, please welcome the first team.
Thank you so much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, please let me introduce myself. My name is Hatalat Ngao. I'm the first-year student at Thaksin University. I'm studying in the Faculty of Humanity and Social Science. My major subject is English. It's my good opportunity to see all of you today. Next, may I introduce our team member?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dina Mukem. I am the fourth-year student at the Faculty of Education. My major subject is mathematics. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nachanan Kasikau. I'm the second-year student studying modern trade in the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Arif Interakiri. I'm the 4-year student. I'm studying public administration, the Faculty Humanities and Social Science.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thilakan Thomya. I'm the second-year student studying modern trade in the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration.
Today, we are going to present and share our perspective and experience on enhancing student digital entrepreneurship during the COVID-19 pandemic, opportunity and challenges. Okay, may I start now? Our presentation is divided into 5 main parts. The first part is background of digital student entrepreneurship. The second part focuses on opportunity during COVID-19. And the third part discusses about challenges during COVID-19. The first part presents about exciting example of digital student entrepreneurship, and the fifth part portray innovative idea digital student entrepreneurship in the future. And finally, we will summarize our presentation. Okay, let me begin with the first part, which is about introduction to digital entrepreneurship. What is digital entrepreneur? Digital entrepreneurship is broadly defined as creating new venture and transforming exciting business by developing novel digital technology and novel uses of such technology. Why is it important now, and why digital is very influential for people? Nowadays, we are living in the new generation. The technology is a part of people. I'm sure today no one can live with a mobile phone because the advantages of internet is make people life easier. There are lots of advantages of technology, such as connecting with people around the world, opportunity of working second job or find extra money, and also invest your business in the digital world. Nowadays, online business is an independent for people who want to invest their business, same as the student who want to get extra money. They use the internet for start up their own business. Next, Dina will be responsible for the second part. Everyone, please welcome Dina to present the second part. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hatairas. The next topic is opportunities. When the world faced COVID-19 pandemic, people are stuck in their home, but there are some opportunities available for digital entrepreneurs during COVID-19. The first one is, if you are digital entrepreneurship in COVID-19 pandemic, you can spend more time with your family without affecting your business. And you will get more flexible time if you were a mom. You can work even if you take care of your kid. And if you have Facebook fan page, IG, YouTube, and other social media that you don't have to pay the rent or employee salary, it saves cost. Social media are easy to reach people. Million people can find your website. And when you're stuck at home, you can work in pajamas because digital entrepreneurs enjoy the benefit not having to show up in dress code for work. And next, digital entrepreneur work is your own business. If you put to effort increasing the value of your product, you will get more profits. And finally, you don't have a boss. You can manage your business from anywhere in the world. You can control your work environment if you are able to access to the internet. And what about challenge during COVID-19? Ms. Nachanan will talk about this topic.
Thank you, Ms. Dina. I would like to present your challenges of digital entrepreneurship. Being a digital entrepreneur, you will come face to face with all these problems, and how you deal with them will your long-term success. First, keeping up with legislation. In order to understand and follow new legislation and changes, you regularly need to check news from the local, state, and government daily. Most importantly, make sure you are getting your information from an official source, such as a government website or other professional in your network. Second, time management. You are supposed to manage your time wisely. You probably are stressed out because of the slowdown of your business, but you have to take good care of your health. You should have time for exercise to calm your mind and be ready to encounter difficult situations. Third, dealing with information overload. It seems to be getting too much information about COVID-19. In order to make sense of all the conflicting information out there, entrepreneurs need to take a moment to step back and carefully evaluate whether the information is reliable and from a reliable source or not. Fourth, reducing costs and investments. Reducing costs and investments, especially the part that immediately costs, such as organizing activities that are not necessary. Then it will be checked if costs can be delayed or eliminated. Cut out as much as possible activities to save costs. Then invest in projects that are really beneficial to the business. If any project can be delayed to see the impact of the COVID-19 situation, it has to be delayed. And finally, looking for opportunities in the new markets. Be open to new opportunities that may come and keep yourself updated with trends locally and internationally, because there are many entrepreneurs and companies in other countries that want to develop their business as well. Okay, this comes to the end of my part. Next, Mr. Muhammad Arif will continue the next session, which is about the successful stories of Thai entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Ms. Nashanan. Good morning, everyone. Next, may I move to the part 3, which about a successful story of talent entrepreneurs. First, Mr. Mo Nattawut, he has creative idea of selling ebook that the application UKB, which makes customers very continue in buying and selling instantly. He's also a venture partner who take many from a venture investors to manage the funding of building startup in Thailand. Next, Mr. Taro Amanshet and Mr. Nopon Anukul Vithya. They are co-founders of Take Me Tour, company which sell a local tour package online in a local area, guided by local people. Tourists will again new travel experience in new destination. They won the Asia Pacific ICT Alliance 2017 in tour and hospitality. Lastly, Mr. Somsak Pai Bunkam. He is the founder and CEO of Local Alike that takes tourists to learn the local way of life of the villages in North Thailand under the Doi Tung Development Project. His company create job employments in the area. Consequently, the villages do not need to live their companies to find a job in a city. Hopefully, this example from Thailand will give you some practical idea for getting new business in the future. This comes to the end of the third part. Next, Ms. Chirakan will continue the last part, please.
Thank you, Mr. Leaf. Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. In this part, I will present the examples of digital student entrepreneurship at Thaksin University. First of all, I am interested in skincare products, the products that I believe can make women more beautiful. I started this business for 6 years. I have applied knowledge from my major modern trade, such as the principles of marketing, economics, and English business. I think studying an online beauty product business can be a great way to make my passion into profit. During COVID-19 lockdown, almost every shop was closed, and Thais mostly stayed and worked from home. Moreover, the local business had courses, everything sold by delivery. Fortunately, digital technology helped me to survive in this situation. So women have more time to take care of themselves. No matter how much the economy suffers, women always want to feel beautiful and gorgeous. Aside from turning my love into profit, another lesson to building a beauty e-commerce website is to create some extra money. Starting an online shop can be a practical way to earn money. Interestingly, before COVID-19 pandemic, I earned 8,000 to 9,000 baht monthly. But during COVID-19, I earned 10,000 to 13,000 baht monthly. Also, I can pay for rented house on my own. My parents are proud of me. I'm more financially independent now. Just last week, on the Mother's Day, I gave my mom a gold ring for my saving. I think Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are crucial for the online market because you can post everything that you want to sell all time, all day, and all night. I post the detail about the products, about 10 posts every day. It's about how to use the products, the result after use. Promotions such as buy one get one and a discount. Moreover, every crisis gives us an opportunity. I have experience with digital business is the most important lesson. The challenge of selling my products were that Facebook reduces the number of Facebook users to see the post. Therefore, I post in Instagram instead. The other example is Miss Hatailat Ngao, the fourth year student of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of Thaksin University. Restaurant business. Mr. Bang In Ngan was established Kingdom Restaurant in London Bridge. He studied about chef at Le Cordon Bleu in French, and Hatailat Ngao was the student at Thaksin University. Is a consultant managing at the restaurant. Both of them are business partners. The pandemic will affect to the business. Hatailat said normally the restaurant opened 14 in Bud during lockdown. The restaurant was closed. They uses the application for marketing and advertising their business. Lesson learned is that people can survive for the pandemic world by transforming normal business to digital entrepreneur. They just work harder. Okay, next, Mr. Hatailat will give a conclusion of our presentative, please.
Thank you, Ms. Tirakan. The student digital entrepreneurship is the new normal business in this century. To become the business is easily if you are creative and innovative. By the way, the advantages of digital make people like going so fast. In the same time, the technology is developing all the time. To sum up, people and technology growing up together while the business transforming and developing to suitable for the customer. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, the first team. You have done a very good job. So now we have more clear picture about the importance of digital entrepreneurship in this pandemic of COVID-19. So I see that some business, they change their risk to be the opportunities by just a little idea. So for example, we cannot go and travel overseas. So they make local tourism, which everyone in the community can have a job. Okay, and another idea that's from Thaksin University, from Tirakan and Hatairat. Okay, she also bring the opportunities for selling and can increase the profits during this pandemic, this suffering. So this is a great idea and very practical idea. Okay, so now let's continue to the next team. Please welcome our delighted team from University Malaysia Police. Everyone, please welcome.
Hello, everyone. This is Slides from UNINET, University Malaysia Police. Then I'll be Tan Jiaxian. I'll be in charge of the introduction of digital student entrepreneurship. A very good morning to the organizers, the moderator, and the audiences. Digital entrepreneurship is a term that describes how entrepreneurship will change as business and society continue to be transformed by digital technology. Digital entrepreneurship highlights changes in entrepreneurial practice, theory, and education. Digital entrepreneurship includes everything that is new and different about entrepreneurship in a digital world, including new ways of finding customers from entrepreneurial ventures, new ways of designing and offering products and services, new ways of generating revenue and reducing costs, new opportunities to collaborate with platforms and partners, new sources of opportunity, risk, and competitive advantage. Next, how about student entrepreneurship? The digital transformation in entrepreneurship education is a new approach and an important challenge in education to prepare students in the face of technological change. Currently, building a technology-based entrepreneurship education curriculum is critical, whereby the digitalization process can expand student partnerships and networks with their peers across countries, entrepreneurs, educators, and the business communities. In particular, students will use digital tools to learn entrepreneurial skills such as business feasibility and market research, as well as designing their own business plans. Next is about background of digital entrepreneurship. The nature of digital entrepreneurship-based businesses is that both IT and traditional business knowledge. Digital entrepreneurs have been found to have a reliance on digital media tools and information technology, IT, in the pursuit of entrepreneurial prospects. That's all. The presentation for me. I'll pass the mic to my team member, Aisha.
Thank you, Sean, for the explanation. So moving on to the second part of the discussion, which is enhancing digital student entrepreneurship from student perspectives. So we'll be explaining about the first aspect first, which is entrepreneurship. So as entrepreneurs, what you should be doing is license your company and register your company as early as you can, because this affects the level of trust that your customers give to you. And it is about the legitimacy and stables your company in the long run. And second thing, manage your financial skills really well, because without your finances, you can't make your company last. So why? Because as new entrepreneurs, we tend to spend our money in the things that we don't need. So when we spend our money on the things that matter the most, it will make sure that it increases revenue and reduction of unwanted costs. So the next aspect is about marketing. Advertise your products very cleanly. For example, everyone is doing celebrities to promote their products, paid review, and so on. So that's exactly what you should be doing, is getting these influencers to promote your products, because they are such a huge following and they influence a lot of people. So do that and get successful. The next thing, promote your products. For example, give promotions, do giveaways on contests. So that way you will get more exposure by offering giveaways and contests. And lastly, positioning. Make sure to have a trademark of your product, whether it's low pricing, affordable pricing, and whatever that makes people remember your product the most. Last thing, business communication is the most important thing. If you do not communicate well with your customers, how are you going to get the attraction? The law of attraction works if you are the attraction itself. So when you get negative complaints, what do? You turn that into positive by improving the solution, improving the service. So do not get dejected when you get a negative complaint. So next thing, content-wise, improve your content, make sure that the facts are readable. And lastly, etiquette, be professional when communicating with your customers, because they will appreciate and value it in the long run. So on to the third presenter. Thank you.
Thank you to Aisha. I would like to present opportunities during COVID-19 pandemic. Actually, what is opportunity? Opportunity is a situation where product and service can be sold at a price greater than the cost of production. And first of all, I would like to say that control budget. Control budget is the budget we are using less than the expected money. And as a student entrepreneur in digital, it's not a huge money we are going to invest in the business. We can save the cost and increase the revenue. And the second thing is we can do a cheap advertisement, means in a social media, for example, in Facebook, in Instagram, and a Twitter. And we can post it anytime. We just need a proper internet to post about the product. And the third thing is about the manage the packaging stock and deliver cost. Means we should restock our packaging stock before the thing finish, and we need to give a delivering cost as reasonable as can to the customer. They can influence and they can buy our product. And it can show our identity of our company, how we are handling the customer to buy our product. And the second thing was time management. Time management for me is each time is the opportunity to gain a profit. And here, as a digital student entrepreneurship during COVID-19 pandemic, we will have, as a student, we will have a lot of assignments, and we should need to balance the by selling with our group mates, and we need to balance our the thing, and we need to utilize direct selling to gain customer trust. For example, we need to deliver on time because the punctuality will show our identity of our company. And the third thing was we need to post and regarding our company, time to gain followers in social media during, because normally people will scroll and see their social media. We just need to post on the peak hours. For example, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a good time to post our related posts. The third thing is upgrading skills. Okay, skills are normally to influence our followers and to increase our followers. For example, we can learn a new skills in like in Photoshop, in video editing, in marketing also, because it can strengthen our relationship, that the way we approach the customer, they will strongly agree with our product. And here I can say that during COVID-19,
Some platforms are used by very narrow age group people. As an entrepreneurs, we need all age group customers. Students can decide different approaches of marketing to different platforms, but it is better to start from one suitable platform. Also, as a starter, students don't have massive followings, limited followers students have. The reach is less, the business is low. So they need to increase their advertising in social media. Customers also worry to purchase when there is no enough followers. They think they are not trustworthy. So the final challenge is gaining trust. So they need to increase their followers in the first place to gain the trust from the customers. Okay, as we said earlier, customer already worried of purchasing from least followers. In this COVID-19, they worried more because of this spreading virus. So the online sales also dropped. People will try to save money during this lockdown, and students need to check up for COVID-19 before continuing their online business. Also sanitize the product they're selling. You know, by gaining trust, it's a selling marketing structure, something like that. So that's it from me. We will move on to the next presenter.
All right, thank you, Nasri. I would like to present about the existing example of digital student entrepreneurship. All right, so the first thing is about the dropship. So as you know that dropship is one of the famous way to become an entrepreneur, especially those who are student. And in Malaysia, many businesses, mostly food-based product like a supplement, dessert or sweet, are likely to use this way to penetrate the different market around Malaysia. And the example like Shaklee, ESW, Madu Kelulut, and also Kapura. And why most students are like to choose this way? And the first thing first is about the easy to gain profit. And they Firstly, it's about dropship. Dropship is one of the famous way to become an entrepreneur, especially those who are students in Malaysia. And many businesses, mostly food-based product like supplement, dessert or sweet, and likely to use this way to penetrate the different markets around Malaysia. And the example of the business is Shaklee, ESW, Madu Kelulut, and also Kambing Perak. And why most students are like to choose this way is because they can easy to gain profit, and they will not keep the product because HQ will proceed from the packaging process into the delivery process, and the agent just send information and all the details about the customer, and the agents only use a smartphone, which is as a marketing purpose, which HQ will provide them with something like a photos, video, and customer feedback. And lastly is about flexible hour, which is as we know that as a student we must divide between business hour and also study hour. And secondly is about delivery, which is for your information, the student has been involving delivery agent before COVID comes to our country. And since that, most students had involved as a delivery agent because high demand to deliver the postage beside people must limit their movement. And for example, they became delivery agent for JNT and also Post Laju in Malaysia. And they also involved in COD. Sorry because I use Call of Duty photo because we don't have any proper COD logo. The student involved COD such as delivery the food to the student residential area during university and also or their neighborhood during lockdown. And those platforms, I just said, only use smartphone to establish their businesses. And lastly, for the existing example, is about the curriculum in Malaysia. And Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia already made entrepreneurial subject as a necessary subject for the whole student in Malaysia. And it made the student community for who are doing entrepreneurial activity. And they can use these platforms such as WhatsApp group and Facebook, something like that, and to promote and receive the order from the customer. And lastly, entrepreneur subject is supervised by the lecturer to ensure the student know the best way to become a good entrepreneur in Malaysia. And next, I will continue with the innovative idea, digital student entrepreneurship in the future. And firstly, e-commerce app or website for the student. Actually, this is the best suggestion that I want to suggest to you, because we can create a good ecosystem among the students, because we can assemble the students who are entrepreneur around the Southeast Asia, and it made the shortcut for the Shopee, Lazada, because the student will not compete with the big exclusive entrepreneur on those platforms. And I can say that e-commerce app or website for the student as an incubator before release to the reality of the world. Beside the app may clone the Shopee and Lazada app feature like rating, comments, and also preferred sign, because you know that Asian people are like to see the rating compared to the others thing. And mostly is a student. All right, so secondly is about build effective business management, and I just simple that which if we must go back to university to proceed my study, how we want to handle it if our small business is gain popular and gain many supporters. So the solution is we just build a good effective business management, like we hire the manager, maybe among your sibling or friend to continue your business, and you can monitor all the progress using your phone and make a business sustain until you finish the study. And lastly is about establish a brand, and many brands around the world was created starting from the crash like Foodpanda, GrabCar, KFC, and McDonald's. So in our perspective, the students should start their own brand, like Malaysia one of the University Malaya student established chocolate cube brands, and his market was their brand only. And he liked to help their friend by drop ship his product. And now he become a good entrepreneur among their friend in Malaysia. And about the Facebook logo that I attached on the slide, I just said that Facebook also established during university time. And why not us as a student to establish big brand like a Facebook? All right, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma, for the explanation. Now we are at the conclusion. What I can conclude is from the opportunities and the challenges is mostly about having low popularity, less exposure, and for the opportunities, it's all about making a branding for yourself and not being afraid to take risks. So what I can conclude is that it is all about timing. You know, in the business industry, it's not about how long you stay and how longer you sell product. It is all about how faster you grab your chances and how higher the risk that you take. It is the higher the risk, the higher the return. So what I can say is Students need to adjust to the situation no matter how difficult it gets. Like a chameleon adjusts itself to the nature that it is embarked in. So the second thing is there is always improvement even if the darkest of time. Students have numerous opportunities to upgrade their social skills, knowledge, and increase their confidence. And lastly, this program is overall very insightful, and I hope that it will be continued in the future. So back to the last presenter, Nasri.
Okay, as acknowledgement, we would like to thank our beloved lecturer for giving us this opportunity, part of a productive event during this lockdown. Also, thank you for the organizers. You guys are doing great. Keep on continuing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for creative ideas, and your presentation was really interesting. We see the key successful of doing digital online business. Okay, you guys provide a lot of things that we have to prepare for doing a digital business. For example, the skill, okay, entrepreneurship skill. You have to find knowledge and improving your IT skills. Also, the business communication, advertising, promotions, all of these things is very important to attract the customer in online platform. And also, you mentioned is about the budget. Okay, the budget is really important. This one you can manage by doing the drop ship. Okay, that's a great idea for dropship because you don't have to stock your products. You just find the customer and then sell to the customer. Okay, you don't have to manage the cost of inventories or the what we call the purchasing or inventory, something like that. And the last one that you mentioned is the channel. Okay, the channel that we can use for get successful in online business. Say like e-marketplace. Okay, the e-marketplace is the channel that people they have their demand to buy already, and then they go to the e-marketplace, and then if you have that channel to sell product, so it means that you can have a chance to get the buying from customer. Also, the Facebook, okay, the Facebook is really good for branding, like you mentioned. I really like it because Facebook has the most user in around the world. Okay, Facebook has many users, and this is a great channel to create to make your customer to realize in your brand. So that is very grateful presentation, very great presentation. Okay, now I can't wait to see our last team of today. So I think now they has a lot of idea to share with us also. Now, please welcome to our professional team from University Sosiokla from Indonesia. Please take your time.
Okay, thank you. Am I audible? Okay. Hey, good morning, everyone. So first of all, thank you for everyone, especially Ms. Moriato has given us the chance to speak here as the representative of Universitas Syahkuala. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about something really interesting about the pandemic. Okay, we are going to utilize the digital entrepreneurship, but in the student perspective. So we are going to talk about the opportunities and the challenges. And yes, we have a brief introductions before, so we do not have to introduce ourselves anymore. But before moving on to our outlines, we are going to watch a short video sourcing from Google Global News. So we are going to watch a short video regarding what is going on right now in the pandemic. Okay, so yeah, please wait a second. right, here it is.
Empty streets have become the new normal during the COVID-19 pandemic. Thousands laid off or furloughed, stores shut down, public gatherings banned, travel restrictions and physical distancing imposed, as a third of the world practices some form of a lockdown to slow down the spread of COVID-19. And all of this is having an impact on our global economy. Industries like airlines, import-export companies, tourism.
It's going to result in all kinds of services being available remotely that previously weren't.
And many companies have been able to adapt to working from home, a new pattern that seems to be forming as a part of our new reality.
Okay, cool. So that's the video. And what we can learn from this is that we know that something is happening to the world right now, right? So we are facing a really, really huge economical crisis. And what can we do as students? Which is, of course, there are many ways, but one of them is being an entrepreneur, but not conventionally, but digitally. Now moving on to our outline. So we have 6 parts here. So the first one, we're going to talk about the introductions or the backgrounds, and then we're going to talk about the digital entrepreneurship, but based on the student perspective. And then we're going to talk about the opportunities, challenges, accessing examples from Indonesia, and of course, especially from Chiakuala University students, and the several innovative ideas that can use in the future. And to close, we are going to have the conclusions. Now onward to the introduction.
Okay, I watched the video minutes ago. Sorry. Okay. Having watched the video that has been presented to you, you can see that the pandemic has created a lot of crises around the globe. Fortunately, some businesses have managed to do well by going digital. And what does it mean, like, to go digital? Being a digital entrepreneur involves so many things. It involves you working online or selling things online. And we can define it as creating new ventures and transforming existing business by developing novel digital technologies. And the other thing also to mention is that digital entrepreneurship embraces all ventures and the transformation of existing business that drive economic and social values by creating and using novel digital technologies. Let me also mention that digital enterprises are characterized by a high intensity of utilization of novel digital technologies, particularly social media, big data, mobile, and cloud computing solutions to improve business operations, invent new business models, sharpen business intelligence, and engage with customers and stockholders, hence for the creating jobs and opportunities for the future. Now, there is a question that we must ask ourselves. Why is digital entrepreneurship important for students? It does not only allow students to learn the chosen field of study, but you can do so many things, and creating an interdisciplinary environment to work and develop in. Networks and friendships that are created help also students to become better connected once they graduate from the university, and henceforth prepare them for the long-term success. Next. So looking this one at from a student perspective, living in a digital world which is developing with a such force and such pace that you simply can't ban or control it. The only option we have is to shape in. Digital entrepreneurship presents a decent choice for students to work and from wherever they are, as well as study. Then the other question that we need to ask, or someone needs to ask, is why this could be the solution for students. That is, why is digital entrepreneurship the solution? First thing is flexibility. You can work from wherever you are and at the same time taking classes. You don't need to be in an office, or you don't need to be in the university, because now with the pandemic, everyone is working from home, everyone is taking classes from home. So I think this will work well for students. And the other thing is it it encourages someone to be more dependent. Like the previous presenters, they said they are doing their own businesses, they're making their own money from home. I think there's an opportunity for students to be dependent. You can do your own thing from wherever you are and depend on yourself, pay for your rent, buy you whatever you want, because you have an opportunity. You cannot complain that, oh, I cannot do this because the government doesn't offer jobs, or the companies, there are no companies to work. This is when you can create and be your own personal entrepreneur, specifically to be a digital entrepreneur. The other thing is bigger connection. You can understand that 60% of the world is accessible to internet. Having that large crowd, you can actually make a huge impact in terms of business-wise. You can reach more people. You can reach your goods or your product can reach large numbers in terms for the future, for the long-term success. I mean, we are millennials, and this is the digital is the way to go, and now to rise to continue with the rest.
So guys, I will talk more about what is the opportunities for the student to do the digital entrepreneurship. So digital entrepreneurship allows every business more viable in certain regions. It's able for the making chance to work in remote area, at home or outside. It can provide a significant job in improving the practical development, mainly when the new advancements are related with the accessibility of public information. Most of this can be achieved by digital student planner by taking opportunities such as, the first is digitalization. Digitalization is when you use digital technology to change business model and provide the new revenue and value producing opportunities. The digital transformation firstly affect the time sector. What is the time sectors? The first is telecommunication, the second is information technology, third media, and the last is entertainment. But now, digitalizing business can give a competitive advantage by doing things better, faster, and cheaper than your competitor. The pandemic situation also pushed most sectors to utilize this more, and it is quite a chance to build our business digitally. And the next is cloud computing. The cloud refers to the internet, and operating in the cloud describes the way you store and access your data through the internet connection. Cloud computing allows businesses to access the information virtually, creating a flexible and global way to accessing your data any place and any time. Cloud computing dramatically reduces the technical and investment barrier to bringing the new digital product and services to the market. Here is the three benefits of cloud computing. First is, provide as much capacity as needed on demand, where only the amount of resource used is paid for. The second is, makes the new services globally accessible and reached by the digital users. And the last is, reduce cost by removing the need to buy equipment, software and services, the physical space to house for the equipment, operational cost of the equipment, and less need for in-house IT and technical support resource. Why we using the cloud computing? It's all about the efficiency and effectiveness to do the digital businesses. So what is the last of the opportunities from the digital entrepreneur? It's about commercializing new ideas and invention. Commercializing the new ideas and invention will create the new opportunity for the investment and employment to enhancing our business competitiveness in the market. So we will talk more about the new ideas in the other part of the presentation. So the challenging will be explained by my team, William. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. Okay, so we have learned about the opportunities. Okay, so we need to do all. Okay, please. Can you please get yours out before we continue? All right, cool. So we have learned about the opportunities, and therefore we need to learn on how to utilize all of those opportunities and change it into our benefits, right? So we found several challenges or obstacles that, if I say, so we know that there are several. Most of us are developed countries, right? So the development are still developing, and therefore there are many challenges and obstacles that we are facing right now. So to summarize, there are three primary challenges to digital entrepreneurship, especially for us as students. So the first one is abilities, and then infrastructure and entrepreneurship condition. More detail about this. The first one is about abilities. Abilities, this is quite general, already common for us, because why? Because you need to know on how to do it first, right? So if we want to be a digital entrepreneur, we also need to excel in several skills, which we need basically to start the entrepreneurship, especially digitally, right? So the first one is about accounting and finance. This is also general, but we cannot ignore this one because it is our key to prolong our entrepreneurship career. But this is, don't worry if you do not really excel in accounting or in finance sector. You can use various accounting softwares, but you can also hire a third-party accounting or finance consultants. But it is based on your preferences. It's optional. But if you can handle it by yourself, then cool. But if you can't, then no problem. You can still hire the others or use a software. And the second one is about managing social media accounts. Of course, we are talking about digital entrepreneurship, right? So social media is absolutely cannot be ignored by us, because in order to communicate with our clients, with our customers, we need to use these social media accounts. And this doesn't mean that we only use Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and others, but we can also use online shopping retail like Amazon, like Blibli.com, Tokopedia, and many others. And this is what you need to sell your products, and also to show what you sell to your customers. And the last one, but not least, is about the focus. Why focus? Because most of us, especially during the pandemic, okay, most of us, when we meet difficulty or we have reached the middle part of our progress of being a digital entrepreneur, we will found the hardness. And if we lose our focus that time, most of us usually feel discouraged, and therefore they quit in the middle. So maintaining focus is what is the most important for us, especially during the pandemic, okay? Because maintaining focus is the key, especially if we are talking about students. We have to study, we have to work too, we have to sell our products too. If we could manage our time well, we could divide our time to studying and also to work as entrepreneur. If we could really handle it well, then we could prolong and survive our entrepreneurship career. And actually, there are still many other skills or abilities that we need to learn, but we just summarized three, the most needed one. So yeah, that's it. And the second one is about infrastructure. Infrastructure here does not only mean that we only create our product, a good quality product to sell, and just show it to our customer. Not only that, but there are also many other factors, such as the first one, creating website. We differentiated between the social media and website. Why? Because creating a website is a place where you introduce yourself. You show who you are. You show what you sell to your customer directly, virtually, but more directly. So when someone wants to know what your business is, they can click on your website and they can learn about you more than when they look at the Twitter or online shopping details. And also creating this is optional, but if you could create it, then it's good, because it could increase your competencies as a good digital entrepreneur. And the second one is recruiting staff. This is also optional, because based on the abilities that we have discussed before, talking about the skills that we do not adapt at, we can hire others to work under you. And this is also not really hard, because if you cannot hire a person locally, you can also hire a freelancer for a freelance sites. For example, freelancer.com or upwork.com and many other sites. And the third one is the ICT ecosystem. This is the most important one, because ICT ecosystem, including a good network systems, a good internet systems, a suitable software and hardware in order for you to sell your products and to introduce yourself, and also a good connectivity between your customer and or the clients to you is also needed, and it's all included in ICT ecosystems. And if you do not have a really good quality in this, then therefore the probability of you of being success or being able to survive in the entrepreneurship career would be so little. So this is the big factor that you need to learn. Okay, so now the last one is the business condition. This is also most important. Why? Because we are talking about the pandemic, right? We have watched the first video before, and we learned that the pandemic has hit many nations hard, especially it caused them to have a financial crisis, and therefore what can we do? Okay, so we could capitalize this chance. I'm not saying that this pandemic is good or bad, but if we see a single opportunity, if we take it, then it will be really good. One of them is um, the shifted method from the conventional one or more direct physical one to a more digital or virtual one. So if we could really manage, and capitalize this one, then we could really create a good digital mechanism. We could really create a good digital entrepreneurship. And also, one more thing you need to know is you need to know when to scale up the business scope. Okay, so for example, we start small, we start locally, for example, in a province or in a state or region. But then if you know when to scale, when you want to scale up, or when you know when the time is right for you to increase your scale from regional one to a more national one, or maybe even international one, and if you know when the time to do it, and you could adapt to the abilities and the infrastructure that you needed in order to improve, and then it could be really, very good. Okay, so that's it about the challenges. There are three of them. Let me repeat. The first one is about the abilities, the skills. The second one is about the infrastructure that you need in order to be able to manage your business well. And the third one is about the business condition. You need to adapt to what you're having. And that's it. Now moving on to the innovative exercise examples.
Here we have Aditya Harris as one of real estate consultant in our YZ Property Consulting. So he ran the business via online without any physical meeting with his partners in Indonesia while he's doing study in London. Next. So our YZ is a real estate consulting service firm, and this is some of property business solutions that they offer to the client, like sell or land for land and home living, and also making some projects. Next. And this is their website. They already done about project and deals with 7 consultants, including Aditya and friends, and also has 4 affiliates. And next, we're going for more digital studentpreneurship example. So this is a photograph services. They offer like a photo shoot, virtual photo shoot, formal, non-formal, and also video filming services. And they have an Instagram as okay. In our university, there are also a lot of students who become a digital student planner. Like here, we have Rika Alifa as a freelance graphic designer, and she makes design and illustration by example of some customized art that she has done by order. And this is another example is online shop retail that's selling woman premium home dress, and they also sell it via Instagram. Next. This is also a fashion online shop that's selling daily scarves. Their market retail. Next. Okay, this is the example of customized art on clothing. It also made by request, and people can order via direct message Instagram. And the last one is a business of false cross printing by Sehelai Cerita. They also sell it via Instagram. So all of the existing example above, they use social media Instagram as a platform for marketing and promoting their business. And most of them establish their business since this COVID-19 pandemic. So that's all about some of existing examples of digital student planner in Indonesia.
Nasha, please turn on your camera.
Okay, sorry. Okay, in this part, here are some the digital entrepreneurship innovation that we are over, and I will briefly explain these 4 points. Okay, first, social media account management service. This business over admin service, feed design, and also product branding. Second, online Bahasa Indonesia courses for foreigner, especially for foreign student. This business is carried out by recruiting students who have the ability to speak English to teach Indonesian. And third, virtual catalog model service. This business is run by creating a virtual model and then users send their product when they want to promote. And fourth, startup provider of private teacher, specifically in the field of religion. This business is carried out by recruiting students who can teach religious knowledge and prioritize for young religious leader. Okay, everyone. At the end, the conclusion that we draw from this presentation is digital entrepreneurship is a golden way for developing countries to become developed countries. Young entrepreneurs are a driver of long-term economic growth. Technological sophistication is now the solution to breaking the boundaries of the continents. Large market, flexible time, and unlimited creativity are the picture of the future with low unemployment. So everyone can create their own workspace, everyone can create their dreams job. Thank you.
All right, so that's at the end of our presentations. We would like to thank you for all of the audiences who are willing to listen to our presentations, and we hope that we could really reach something here. We could learn something and improve together. And also thank you for all the staffs and all the instances that have given us the opportunity. So back to you, Ms. Moderator.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's such a good teamwork and very good presentation. You guys provide the realistic ideas, and I believe that all the audience who are listening to your presentation can take this to apply for develop their own business, I think. So what you mentioned, may I just have a brief summarize again? So you mentioned about the advantages of first of the digital entrepreneurship. So you can have a flexible time to do this and earn the money from this pandemic of the COVID-19 instead of be straight or be like panic or something like that. So this is a chance to get money. Okay, this is a chance to get money. By the way, it also have the challenges. Okay, the challenges. What you mentioned is about the challenges that we have to provide. We have to prepare for the staff and ICT devices. Okay, if you can manage all of this, we can earn more and make successful of our business. And also you got you mentioned about the ability. Okay, this is very important because the ability now, maybe you guys are students, okay, but you can have more knowledge. You can develop your entrepreneurship skills by just only watching good and free resources from YouTube or Google, just clicking, searching for something that you want to know. So everything, many things that you can learn from that platform. This is a good way also to earn and gain and practice and develop your skills. And also what you have shared from us is about the you can have an idea to change the risk to be the opportunities, and this is very important. Okay, very important. And I believe that many audience who are listening now, I think you can take this to develop. If they can do this, you guys also can do this too. So now all of the presentation were done, okay, and very well done. Okay, please have a big hand for all of us. Okay, that's a good idea and good presentation. So next session, I will give a break time around 10 minutes. Okay, around 10 minutes. But during this time, as I saw from my display, okay, there is some question already. Okay, like I told you before, you can leave your questions here in the chat box, and then our staffs will collect the questions. If the question has like same or the same question? Maybe may I take this to one question? Okay, may I take this to one question if it is similar? So after 10 minutes, we will come back to the Q&A session. And I also welcome all of the audiences and our expert professionals, professor here to add more additional comments. Okay, so take your time, guys, and we will come back in 10 minutes. In the session of question, okay, in the session of Q&A. So as I see, we have many questions from all our audiences, and I think our presenting team also have ready to give the answer. And also, please, the professor and the lecturers or everyone, you can join us to make the additional comments also. Okay, so now the first question are here already in our monitor. So the first question for Thaksin University. Thaksin University, in your capacity as student, in regard to the response mechanism for the COVID-19, what could be the impact of exploring social media as the basis of entrepreneurship during the COVID-19 pandemic to the social life of students? Okay, this is the first question given to Thaksin University team.
Thank you for your question. I think what I have learned from running the online skincare business, including earning more money, being adaptive and flexible to new normal ways of online business, adjusting knowledge from classroom to practical uses. I am thankful that I have gained more customers and skincare sales representative during the COVID-19 pandemic. I believe that in every difficulty there might be the new solution if we work harder and be creative and innovative. Thank you.
Okay, any idea from other audiences or our professor, Dr. Melissa, Dr. Musselin, are there with us? And Dr. Tuntong, I see from your account, show here. If you have additional comments, we are really grateful to see that. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Miss Moderator.
Yes.
For me, I think the students have done their very best. Let's listen to the students' answers for these questions. We will wait for their answers. Thank you, Miss Moderator.
Okay. So then, like Dr. Tunku, sorry if I was wrong of calling your name. So
it's fine, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are waiting for another idea from our audiences, students.
Yes, Miss Moderator, I can see a few questions in the chat box if you can have a look at it.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, then we will move to the next question. Okay. The next question for the UNIMAP. So the question is about, does entrepreneurship has any significant effect for students at the primary level? If yes, how? Okay, that's very good question.
Okay, I will be representing UNIMAP to answer the question asked by Abduli Janga from Unisha. Actually, it is a yes. You know, when he says primary level, I think he's mentioning a beginning state. So at a beginning state of a student starting entrepreneurship, they will face lots of problems, hurdles. They're not used to this online platform to make their entrepreneurship career. And mostly the students are around their 20s. They are really very inexperienced, in my opinion. So they will be having hard time, conducting their time and make sure they are very well balanced, taking care of their degree and also taking care of their entrepreneurship at the beginning level. And also maintaining a good feedback from a customer also will be a very hard job to do. So that is the early effect on the young entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think yeah, to see this answer from Muhammad, right? Yeah, we discuss about this, about the primary school which have the entrepreneurship skills. Okay, then can we move to the next? Okay, the next question is I'd like to ask to Taksin University, according to the presentation delivered, so many benefits to do business from digital entrepreneurship. How to make customers sure that our online business is trustworthy to avoid deception? This is very important and interesting question. So Taksin University team, can you please answer this question?
Thank you for a question. In my own business online, I have album about review and feedback from our customer. I think this album and this review feedback is make the new customer trust in our product and trust in our entrepreneurship. Yes, and after that, I think if we talk with the customer directly, answer directly, it is important way to make the customer trust in the owner. Yes. And if the product have the problem, we will claim the product directly. And we think after they get the product, we will follow the result after they using it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's like after sale also you need to look at your customer. It's not only when they buy your products, right? You need to look after them after they buy your product also. And the review, the example, the comments, the feedback. So these are all important to make trust for customer in online business. Okay, I think it's should move to the next question. The next question is I'd like to ask from any of each universities. Okay, now this question open for every presenters from 3 universities. So the question is, due to the corona pandemic, digital entrepreneurship has been rampant nowadays. However, scams and frauds has been a problem too. How do you think it can be prevented? Do you think the government has to implement paying of taxes from those who are doing digital entrepreneurship? Yes or no? And why? Okay. The question is that. So I would start answer from the University Sasha Kolar. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is the question from Sasha Kolar. But then I will move to the University Malaysia Parit to answer this question. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the good question. So I think there is two question that I should answer it. So my first point is about the how to prevent the scam and fraud. So in my opinion, there are many perspectives that we can prevent from the customer perspective, student perspective, and also government perspective. So I think we just try to suggest the government to educate people using the poster, using the Telegram, which is we having this Telegram group, because we using this Telegram group that organized by the Majlis Keselamatan Negara. They will send all about who is the scammer, who is the fraud, who is made the scammer to the customer, and so on. And before this, I already joined a class about the anti-fake news and also about the scammer. So this is organized by NGO, one of the NGO in Malaysia, which is under 18, Undi 18. Okay. So in this class, they taught us to use a specific Google search to discover about the marketing photos. Is it a fake or a real? And it easy to understand because we can learn it from the YouTube, and also we can join the class. And I hope our government, which is Malaysia, Thailand, and also Indonesia, can organize this campaign or this program to avoid any scammer and fraud. And next is about, do you think the government has to implement paying off tax from those who are digital entrepreneurship? Okay, so in my opinion, government is not relevant to implement taxes, because in Malaysia, entrepreneurs are people who are from B40 and M40 and also T20. But most affected people who are from B40 and M40. So those people will not have enough money to cover up their what we call their model for the businesses. So the government must provide the stimulus package. For example, like in Malaysia, we have Prihatin and also Penjana, which is it help the people who are under businesses, and also we have in Malaysia we have a monetarium, which is it make the businesses who are borrow from the bank to extend the borrowing process, and they can pay later. And this is the suggestion and also the ideas from the Malaysia government. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, that's very clear. Okay, thank you, Aiman. Okay, so next may I have the answer from Thaksin University. What do you think about this question?
Thank you for questions. I think the government should have strict laws to help entrepreneurs. Most importantly, make sure you are getting your information from an official source, such as a government website or other professional in your network.
Okay, thank you. So next, can I have the answer from the representative from Sasha Kola University?
Okay, I will answer the question. This is very good question.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not really explain more about my answer, because it's already good explained with the Saudara Iman. So I will answer about how we prevent the scam and fraud. There's two perspectives between the customer, also from the seller. Firstly, we as the customer, we should be smart on doing the transaction. We should doing the research first. We should doing the exploration first before we doing the transaction. Because if we doing the transaction with the with not a good high grade seller, it will be more risk to get fraud and also scam. And the next is, as the seller, we should provide our customer a good data and also the good testimonial from our selling, from our business, so we can convince the customer that our business is very trustworthy. So the next things, the customer will be giving the new testimonial and will be provide more of the customer in the future. And also in this digital area, we already provide by a good business platform, from the good e-commerce platform that most of them already having a high security during in the transaction. They are every platform they have the different rules. Like from the Shopee, me as the seller, if I'm not deliver the good first to the to my consumer, the Shopee won't pay to your business with each product. And the next question is, do you think the government has to implement paying taxes from those who are doing the digital entrepreneurship? So Indonesian government already give policies to our SMEs that earn maximum 325,000 US dollar. They have obligation to pay 0.5% taxes. So in my opinion, I agree to the government for giving this tax policy. Why? Because for these taxes, it will increase the services to the community. But don't forget, the government should make a good plan and also a good good apa? They should provide us with a good investment and also a good transparency. That's all. Is my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, that's very clear answer. Thank you. So let's move to next question for University Sasya Kola. For enhancing students' digital entrepreneurship, what could be the role of stakeholders to make real? Oh, this is very interesting question. Yeah, please, University, Sasya.
Okay, thank you. So this is really interesting actually, because yeah, if we are talking about the stakeholders, then it will certainly be talking about the government. What has the government done on regarding this digital entrepreneurship, right? So in Indonesia itself, so the government has created several policies regarding this, and the first one is that the government will act as the facilitator as well as the accelerator for this digital entrepreneur. So it could be a really good. It could keep the level of playing field, and it will give the same playing field for the digital economy actors. So the competition will be kept fair, and also it will also avoid some sort like market abuses and so on so far. And the second one that the government has created is also they create a good law enforcement and also a good accountability. So they could give a fair and also a fair penalties to of course to make sure that the entrepreneur career for everyone was good or not. And yeah, that's all. But yeah, the government is mainly they act as the accelerator, also as the facilitator, to be precise.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's clear. So let's move to next question from the students representatives in Malaysia, okay, Thailand and Indonesia. Is there any of the member of your group that is currently doing the digital entrepreneurship? What it is? What are the benefits? This is the first question, okay? If you have what it is, what are the benefits you gain from the experience to influence other students who are here? And how do you think you can maintain the longevity of the business? Okay, this is for I think they ask everyone here, I think, all members. So please, I will start from the university, Sasya Kolar. Okay.
Okay, thank you for the question. I want to answer a question from Rafiq Galar. Actually, I have a digital entrepreneurship business, and you can see it on the 19th slide in our PPT. The brand called Najma Hijab. Najma Hijab is a brand that was founded by me. This hijab is designed for all age, suit for every style, and affordable prices. And I start this business is last month. There are so many new experiences that I have gained while working with amazing people, and I studied marketing, and I believe this business I chose was the right choice, because this business is one of the product most needed by women, especially Indonesia, which is a country with a large Muslim population. And the way I maintain this business is to increase promotion and produce stylish but still Islamic product. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing your idea. So may I request for the answer for the University Malaysia Police, please.
Yes, I'll be representing University Malaysia Police to answer this question. The first question is there any member of your group that is currently doing the digital entrepreneurship? My answer is no, none of them is doing it. The next question is, what is it? Well, they are not doing any of the digital entrepreneurship. How would I know what is it? That's my answer. The next question, what are the benefits you gain from the experience to different other students who are here? You learn how to manage a small business in which you will never know whether it will grow or not. Furthermore, you also get to know the pros and cons of digital entrepreneurship. How do you think, the next question, how do you think you can maintain the longevity of your business? Well, during the planning phase, during the
connection.
I'm sorry. During the planning phase, you should also consider about the future of your entrepreneurial venture. But to maintain the longevity of my own digital entrepreneurial ventures, I might need to have one or more backup plans in order to increase the longevity of the business. That's my answer for your questions. From Mary, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tanjia Sian. Okay. Then should be Thaksin University. Please answer this question.
Thank you, your question. I sell skincare product online. I learn to be more flexible and work harder. If I work hard, I think I will not have problem in the long run. And I just want to help my mom who works very hard. I give me good education. Thank you.
Thank you. I think this is our last question for today. So, and I think we should now move to the next session, which is we are going to reach the end of the session. And I am really grateful that you have taken very good time with us. It was fabulous and indefinable. Everyone discussed and shared the idea. So I think we should keep in touch. Okay, after ending of this program, everyone should keep in touch for the next coming collaborative activities. Maybe we can join physically. Okay, we can move to visit the UNIMAP, also the University Sasiakula, and you guys also can visit and meet us at the university, Thaksin University. Okay, and it's my pleasure to be a part of this important occasion. So now we move to the end of the session, and may I invite Dr. Tawisak Puthisukhi, the Assistant President for the International and Spatial Affairs, for concluding remarks. Please welcome, and Doctor, please take your time.
Thank you again for having me talking with you, all the students and all participants for this session. As the host of this organization for this time, we'd like to beg for your apologies for the deepest inconvenience that we just have in a moment during our discussions. And I think it should be our task for the working team that we should have discussed for the coming organization of the other 3 sessions. Before I address my closing speech of for this time, I would like to invite some our colleague from the other 2 university, from Chekwala and from UNINET. If you have something to express and to say or to address to the audience of the day, please. Who will start next? UNIMEP or Chekwala? From Chekwala?
Yeah.
From Chekwala?
Yes. Okay. Dr. Arthur, you speak first, or I'm speak first?
Right, it's okay, Ibu Ria, no worry. Maybe you can speak first.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to congratulations to all participants and the organizer, the committee who who held this, who organized this very successful event. Yeah, even though have like some a little bit technical, but it's okay because you guys really do really great job, and that's actually this event really great chance for students, yeah, to give their ideas, sharing their experience, and also gain knowledge, and also have a new network from both university under the under the IMT-GT UNINET. So we hope that in the future we will have a more fruitful event, and I hope that all the audience here today can join for our next events, and we can collaborate for more activity in the future. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. And from UNIMEP, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Tawisa. First off, I would like to express our gratitude, in fact, to the host this time from Taksin University, Dr. Tawisa, Ms. Chanati, and we have also our beautiful moderator today, Ms. Hasamon, yeah? I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. Please do correct me if I do.
Yes, you're right. Yes, it's right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Certainly, we are really looking forward to actually have more upcoming series, whereby we have been working really hard. Our counterparts from Taksin University, as well as UNSHA, it has been always our main objective to actually listen to the new ideas from the teens, right? The young generation, whereby what do you think of a lot of different topics? And we are particularly interested to see how our young generation look into the digital entrepreneurships. And I find it especially intriguing as some of you, like the young student who are still studying in varsity, has already started your own business. And I think it is a very encouraging forum whereby we display the ability of the students in doing digital entrepreneurship despite the difficult time due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So yeah, we are really looking forward to discuss different topics as well. We have discussed about online learning and teaching in first series. In the last series hosted by UNSHA, we discussed about digital volunteerism. And as you can see, the topics that we have discussed are really wide, but it is very relevant to the student life, especially in varsity. So yeah, congratulations to all the presenter. In fact, I can see the increase of the quality of presentation with every series. So yeah, congratulations again to the organizing team over there in Taksin University and our friends over there in UNSHA. And that certainly set another high bar for us to organize the next series. With that said, I would like to extend our invitation to everyone here, participants or audience, to join our next series that will be hosted in late September. More information will be distributed out later. But yes, please, let's keep in touch, and we hope for more collaboration as well. All right, thank you so much. That's all from us, UNIMAP. Back to you, Dr. Tavisa.
Thanks, Dr. Arthur and Mrs. Ria for your speech, and also for your ideas reflecting of our activities. Indeed, we have already overcome. We plan to have organized 6 sessions, and we are now in the middle, and we share our responsibility as organizer, one session for each already. So we have it's remained some 3 more that we will share. We'll collaborate again to improve. We think we will improve everything gradually from now on. So I think for the coming, this kind of session takes place, initiate in the moment of crisis. The crisis perturbs our direct connections, and it's an obstacle for organization of all of activities that we have before. And for IMT-GT UNINET, we have regular activity annually. University Varsity Carnival, which is a ceremony for sport and cultural performance of all the member university. So we have faced the problem of crisis. So every mobility we used to do are blocked at the moment. But anyway, we are here, not for waiting the end of the crisis, but in between the crisis we live, and our idea, our creativity remains, and we continue to create. We continue to learn, when we continue to share again. So I will finalize this. It is not least but not last, because we are here, and we are to be here next month, and we are going to work for the sake of human development within the regions of IMT-GT and with the rest of regions of the world. So big thanks for all dedication given by both parties to prepare this activity to be realized, and thanks for all participation and contribution given by all of you. And please clap the hand for our benefit. Okay, thank you. And it's time to close the session for this time. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Teresa. Okay, before we end this session, please go to have a feedback on the link that we have already sent you to the chat box. Okay, or attendees, please go to the link Google form and give us a feedback so that you can get this e-certificate by email. So about this session, I hope you guys have a well of time, and thank you so much for giving us a chance to hold the host in the series 3 forums. And we hope to have an opportunities to exchange knowledge and experience with you again in the coming future. Hopefully, your requisitions for participating in this program would be fulfilled. And heartfelt thanks go to our Assistant President for International and Spatial Affairs and all International Affairs committees, all participants. Without them, the meeting would not have been possible. And lastly, may I invite all of you to snap a memorable photos together. Okay, can you guys turn on your camera and send a big smile? Okay, our staff will keep this to be a great memorable. Okay, we've been to a good memory together. So please have a sweet smile. Okay, I will say 1, 2, 3. So we will snap. Okay.